Welcome, my friends, to our vinyl countdown here on It's Vinylly Mine. So glad you could join us as we're in that home stretch here. We got 4 left to go, including today's one, which, again, horror. Because I do enjoy my horror soundtracks, and this one is for a film that surprised many, including myself. Yes, we are looking at the soundtrack to Megan from Anthony Willis. This is from Waxwork Records, and it is WW178. And yeah, it was released on March 10th, 2023. Now, if you're not familiar with Megan, we basically had AI robot that was made to be a companion for a little girl, and yeah, she goes a little and starts killing people. Megan was actually very good horror film. Suspenseful, different, original, and just downright creepy. So I'm very excited to check out this release from Waxworks and see if that music stands on its own and give you that creepy feeling. So enough of me babbling. Let's drop the needle and take a look at the soundtrack to Megan from Anthony Willis. All right, so here we are with Megan. We've got our hype sticker up here. Original motion picture soundtrack, music by Anthony Willis, 180 gram 2XLP colored vinyl. Original art by Susie Vilches, a 12 by 12 booklet, and deluxe packaging. Oh, so much stuff in here. Can't wait to crack this open. So come on, Backblade, let's crack this open and take a look. I hope everyone had a great holiday, fun and safe holiday. You got some stuff that we're hoping for, and just spend some time with family and friends and such. And you got New Year's coming up now, and it's just as exciting. So here we are with Megan, and matte finish, no reflection here, but this artwork is amazing. That is so good. So creepy, so good. Yeah, it is beautiful. I love this design. This itself should have been the poster for the film. It summarizes so much from it. We've got Megan in the, of course, dominating the picture, but just the drawing and the art and the talent shown here is fantastic. I love it. I love when they put new and creative images and art on the covers rather than just put the poster, though I don't mind the poster a lot of times too if it's a creative one, but this one especially stands out, and yeah, I dig it quite a bit, almost like Megan's looking at you. That's kind of creepy. And then on our spine we have Megan white against red, which is a nice choice. So there we have it there. And on the back, oh, check this out. More wonderful artwork. Megan befriending her human friend that she wants to protect to the end. Sure. Woohoo. But yeah, a little blood stain right here, which is interesting because film at PG-13 didn't have bloody elements at all. Though they did release a bloody cut of this film as well. Though either one is really good. The blood added a little extra, I will say, a little more visceral and brutality to the deaths. But at the same time, the film was really stood on its own for creepy and atmosphere and just overall. And then we got our track listings on the side, 2 LPs. So I love it. Side A, side B, and side C and side D, with our credits at the bottom for Waxworks, Blumhouse, Universal, and those involved. Now, as far as the inside the gatefold, let's take a look. There's that creepy dance. That's the frames for Megan's creepy dance. How appropriate. In this wonderful design, I am just digging this aesthetic altogether, this style of art that they chose with it, and how at the end, of course, she's in blood red because she's about to just annihilate someone, right? And so let's take a look now at this vinyl and see and as well as the 12 by 12 booklet that came with it. So we've got it here. Make sure there's nothing else in there. And oh, look at this. Look at this. Is awesome. This booklet. You remember this shot? Almost kind of like a throwback to E.T. of sorts, but this is a lot deadlier. So yeah. Oh, dude. Now that I would love to frame, just that. That is awesome. That is fantastic. And inside we have our credits here. We have the white on pink here is a little bit hard to read for some of us older folks, unless you get up close. The font is a bit small to fit everything. But we do have our credits here for the music engineering, as well as a couple of tracks for the vocal songs that we have here. And then on the other side, we have credits for our musicians. So that's cool they included that. But that art right there, oh man. That, I was not expecting that. That's very cool. Now, as far as the vinyl itself, colored vinyl, let's look at this. Oh, it's kind of like a psychotic Barbie that we looked at last year with the pink. Only this time, a little bit more chaos going on this one. Track listing of A and B on one side, as always, and then there's that picture again of her amongst the stuffed animals. So that is very cool. So we've got that with our first vinyl, and let's look at the other pattern on the other vinyl and see what we've got there. Waxworks always does a great job in its sleeve packaging and that, making it so that it's fairly easy to get the vinyl out. Oh, look at this blue. Just as chaotic and gorgeous as the pink. And this is side C and D here. So we've got the track listing there for C and D. And there's that wonderful art again, this time against a black background. So yeah, loving it. Loving the pattern, loving the art. Waxworks not disappointing at all. So as always, we are going to take a break from this. We are going to listen to this soundtrack. And when we come back, I will give you my thoughts on this pressing, a little bit of information about how Willis got attached to this project. So stay tuned.
Hey everyone, looking for even more content? Then why not head on over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/specialmarkproductions, where we have 3 affordable tiers that will get you access to the conversation before the conversation of the spoiler room, get an exclusive VIP episode each month that you vote for the spoiler room, and you can also get early access to our videos and so much more. So head on over there, because the more we can do there, the more we can do here.
And yes, we are back, everyone, from listening to this very creepy, very atmospheric soundtrack. And let me tell you, it is very effective. I love how they put this together. The tracks build up in their horror-esque, cues and such, and instrumentation, just like the film built up to its horror in it. So you get this building tunes to where side A is a lot of melodic, a little bit more playful, a little bit more dreamy type music, until you get to A Hole in the Fence, which if you've seen the film, you know what that's in reference to. And then that track just kind of goes chaotic. And then it kind of gets darker in here. The Tell Me Your Dreams song is particularly creepy. Anthony Willis and Jenna Davis performing it, who did the voice for Megan. And yeah, it's very creepy and eerie, yet beautiful at the same time, like a lot of this soundtrack. But then, yeah, it just, as it goes, you get more dissonant strings in here. You get a nice full orchestral sound at times. Sometimes they work in some electronic synth sound in there that's very effective. Very dark. And yeah, by the side D, it's all horror and dark and just moody, and don't listen to it with the lights off type of music. Really, really effective. Those folks out there who are fans of Titanium, you're not gonna actually hear it the same way again after you hear that version of it. And there is a bonus track on here, Bruce's Dream. Track 29 is a very, very pretty theme. I thought very orchestral. And yeah, at times it sounded almost like Silvestri, and other times a little bit more like Bernard Herrmann. So you can see some influences in here. Now, when the director, Gerard Johnstone, heard Willis's score for Promising Young Women from 2020, he liked his approach to that femme fatale aspect. So he approached Willis to do the music for this. And then the Tell Me Your Dreams song, which is both pretty and creepy, was played by by Willis on piano and with Johnston writing the lyrics. And then they recorded the track, and then they gave the audio to the Megan doll and had to sync the lip movements to the speed of reality, which then gets tightened up with visual effects. And I thought it was very effective. It felt like Megan was singing that song. And yeah, this soundtrack is excellent. Not only if you're a Megan fan, but if you're a fan of horror soundtracks in general, I recommend you pick it up. I'm very impressed by it. It does stand on its own, yet it also made me want to watch the film again. And so that's what, when you get an effective soundtrack, that's what you really want. So there you have it. Megan from Anthony Willis, released on Waxwork Records. I recommend it. So thank you so much for watching. We only got a few more coming up for our soundtracks for our final countdown, our vinyl countdown, excuse me, as we count down the final days of the year. So stick with us, like, subscribe, and all that here. I thank you very much. And the Megan soundtrack, it's vinylly mine, and I'll catch you on the flip side.